what I
Josh,
brought
long time
with
no
me.
see. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
See you, Josh.
Let's check it out. Yeah.
Gentlemen, thank you for your time, obviously.
Can I just
Hey,
cut
don't
you off?
mention
Just let me cut you off. Do you want to witness a little history? Have you ever seen history? I don't think you have. We got a special treat on behalf of the real world champion and Don Callis. The ceremonial changing of the nameplate. Says John Moxley now still. Been a little while. Time
Yeah.
to change it. We wanted to wait and do it here. This normally would have happened on AEW television, but Kenny Omega wanted to give a gift to the Impact fans. So just kind of talk amongst yourself, Josh. I'm going to just get this thing off here so we can do the changing and the switch on this television program. You like that, kid?
So while you're doing that, Don, as we've been talking about throughout the broadcast this past Wednesday night on AEW Dynamite on TNT, you were there for commentary. And as you said, at Full Gear, you and Kenny are family. But you jumped off commentary and you physically got involved in the match. And while we'll get to that, my first question is, how long has this been in the works?
You know what, Josh? Just hold off. Let's have a little history here. Let's give the people a little show. Kenny Omega nameplate. We got to see it here first. Kenny, look, I got the old John Moxley nameplate.
Won't be needing that anymore. Hey, you were close with Ambrose, right? You Tough Enough season 1, right?
He's an old Stanford stooge.
You want a little bit of a souvenir?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't need it.
No, we don't need that.
All right.
You wanted to know, I think, when this all started, and, you know, people like you that kind of live moment to moment in your lives. Kenny Omega and I think in years. You want to know when this started? You probably expect me to go, last week. No, not 2 weeks ago, not 2 years ago, not even 2 decades ago, 27 years ago, this happened when I was trained as a professional wrestler by the Golden Sheik, who was a wrestler in Canada. You know what? Do we have the Sheik's picture? Could you bring that? There we go.
There you are.
That's your boy there with your uncle.
It's my uncle.
The Golden Sheik was Kenny Omega's uncle. He not only trained me as a wrestler, he was my manager, and he took me in and he took care of me. And 27 years ago, he introduced me to his nephew, a 10-year-old curly-haired kid named Kenny. And for all of Kenny's formative years, I have looked after Kenny like the Sheik looked after me. And Kenny always had something special, and I've always been there. I've always been the invisible hand in his life, like I've been in professional wrestling for the last number of years. Did you really think, Josh Matthews, that I got back into this business 5 years ago to do a podcast? Is that what you thought? Did you people honestly think that I came back out of a successful international business career to be the color commentator for New Japan Pro Wrestling?
No.
It was all part of the plan. It was all part of the plan for me to be next to Kenny when he won the IWGP Heavyweight title. It was all part of the plan for me to come to Impact Wrestling like I did, Josh. It was all part of the plan when Tony Khan invited me into his house very graciously at Kenny's request to call Kenny's match where he won the tournament over Adam Page. It was all part of the plan when I was such a good guy that Tony Khan graciously invited me back into his house to call the world title match against John Moxley. You see, Kenny and Don Callis, we're family. Most people in wrestling don't understand anything about that. What we do is change history. We've done it, Kenny, not just once, but twice. We did it 3 years ago, almost to the day, when I booked Kenny Omega with Chris Jericho in the Tokyo Dome. The match that changed the course of wrestling history. The match that Tony Khan said gave birth to AEW.
He said it himself, Don.
He did.
He said it himself many times. A lot of people take credit for what we accomplished.
They have. And for all you people who love AEW, it's great. You're welcome. Just send thank you cards to me and Kenny Omega because we made that happen. Some people get to change history once. No one changes it twice. And what we did last Wednesday night on Dynamite was changed the course of wrestling history. They're calling it the Golden Screw Job. They're calling it the biggest screw job in wrestling since Montreal.
No.
And I don't see it that way. I see it as setting the course of history right. Because now, what have you got? You've got what you always wanted. The greatest wrestler in the history of this business, a Hall of Famer in his mid-30s, is your AEW World Champion. And we did it together, and that's what makes it the most special. You see, some people make matches. Some people Kenny Omega and Don Callis, we make history.
With all that,
With all that being said,
yeah.
do you feel that what happened Wednesday tarnishes your legacy?
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
It's okay. It's okay.
Ignorant little worm.
Hey, Josh, could you repeat the question, please? Could you repeat the question, please? I just want to make sure I just heard it correctly.
With all due respect,
Okay.
and with Don
Yeah.
physically getting involved,
I would
in
hope
the
you
match,
respect me.
passing you the microphone that you used off the skull of John Moxley to become AEW World Champion.
Yeah.
The way it played out, do you feel?
You mind me do a little bit of a role reversal here? What if I assume the role of interviewer right now? Let me ask you a question, Josh, okay? Let me ask you a question. Okay, do you have a father or a father figure in your life right now? Yeah, you do? Okay, now what would happen if somebody that you hated, someone that you despised, for no reason at all, had the unmitigated gall to put their hands on your father, to strike your father down right before your very eyes? Would you hit them back? If you saw something laying before your feet, would you pick up that object and strike the man that struck your father? Huh? Would you exact a measure of revenge? I think you would. Now, yes, I had placed a gentleman's agreement on this match with John Moxley, okay? And I protected it to the best of my ability. But when you involve family in the way that you did, when you lay your hands on the architect, when you lay your hands on the invisible hand, what do you expect me to do? Of course, I'm going to get a little pissed off. A little pissed off right now at you, Josh, okay? It's just like you, especially from the place you came from, to have that arrogance. I'm going to answer all your questions, all wrapped into one big, nice package right now. You're probably wondering, okay, do I feel like I tarnished the legacy? The answer is no. Everybody wanted me to be the champion. Everybody needed me to be the champion. When people talk about the greatest matches of all time, guess who's had them? You're looking at them. You're not just talking about singles matches. We're talking about cinematic matches, hardcore matches, tag team matches. My name is in the list of all of them. You talk about the top 20 AEW matches, I'm in about, 17 of them. When you talk about the top matches in Mexico, that's me too. You talk about the top matches in Japan, that's me too. England, UK, Zimbabwe, you name it! I'm probably there, okay? So me coming here to Impact, you should start really treating me better, okay? You really should. And now I'm getting pissed off. So finally, what I'm going to ask, I know where you're going with it, so I'm going to answer the question. What am I doing here? What am I doing here at Impact? Why this? Why this whole? Why the bus?
You ask better questions than him. We should have interviewed ourselves.
Number one, it's because we can. Okay, we like to ride in style. We like to live in style. Look at this jewelry, man. I feel like the old me again. But why Impact Wrestling? Hey, I'm going to teach you something about myself.
Please.
As a child, I fancied myself as a little bit of a hobbyist. I was a collector. Did you know that I collected comic books, Don?
I love comic books.
Yeah. Well, I had to quit. You know why? Because no matter how much money I spent, no matter how many rare comic books I collected, I could never get the most rarest, the most valuable prizes amongst all the collectors in the comic book industry. Now I found a new hobby, and I have the most valuable prize of them all. The Action Comics #1. That's Superman's debut, by the way.
I know.
And hell, I don't mind if I had X-Men #1 in my collection. Triple A title. I don't mind if I had a Spider-Man #1 in my collection.
That'd be pretty cool.
Who knows? Maybe that's the Impact champion. You guys have got a great champion, right?
Fantastic.
The thing is, I love traveling. I love the lifestyle that pro wrestling affords me. And as long as I have this, I don't mind having a little bit of fun in my spare time.
We got titles here.
Why not add a little bit to my
Take one of
collection?
those and we
Who
can carry those
knows?
around. Yeah, be good.
But for now, Don Callis, we're about, I don't know, 24 hours away from a big announcement at AEW.
We got to get to Jacksonville.
And
to
if
blow
you
the
thought-
lid off Dynamite, Kenny.
And if you thought the Lex Express was riding in style,
Yeah.
I got something even better planned for tomorrow. Something
Really?
even cooler.
Give us a little bit. Come on.
I can't tell you.
You can't tell us?
Okay.
Well, do the thing,
Here's a
at
clue.
least.
Here's a clue. Lex Luger.
Okay.
Okay. Think it. We have the boss. What else?
I think I know where you're going with that.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? You know what would be perfect?
What?
Do the thing.
Okay.
When you do the thing, they all want to see the thing.
Yeah.
Josh might faint if you
Hopefully
do
you
it,
guys
but you
didn't
go
actually
ahead.
think I was going to wrestle or defend this belt, but I am going to give you the thing. And this will be the first time I've done the thing on TV in a long time. So I'm going to do the thing. And you ready for it, Don?
We're going to
You ready
blow
for
up
it?
the
You know my
Twitter
thing?
thing.
You know
Yeah,
my
yeah,
thing? You probably heard it before, right? You know the thing. Everyone knows the thing. Okay. Must bid you adieu. Goodbye. Mwah. Good night. Bang!
Yes! Let's get out of here. Back to Stanford, kid. Thanks for coming. Champ?
You know, I like him. He's not a bad guy.
No,